Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Kollin at crackedfemalecode.com. Alright, two quick announcements. Number one, I'm going to have some one-on-one coaching openings open up at the end of August, the last week. I am also going to do, and those are going to be mornings, okay? So if you're a morning person or you live in another country, if that works great for you, I mean, it could be super early, like even 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay, so I've got openings coming up at the end of August. Now, the next thing in the next month in September, I haven't picked a date yet. So I want to give you about 4 weeks or at least 3.5 weeks advance notice. About on the 7th, I'm going to pick a time and a date and a location. I'm going to be doing a Crack the Female Code 6-day training for any of you who want to take the course. Now, the course itself normally is a 5-day course, 101, for $5,999. Okay, I'm going to discount it underneath $5,000 to save you over $1,000. Now this is for the training with, it's like a seminar training, so it's not going to be one-on-one, it's going to be a group training. Here's the deal: buy my book Crack the Female Code now and read it, because that book will prepare your mind for my course. In fact, if you buy the ultimate package, the ultimate package isn't much more. I think Crack the Female Code's $40. The ultimate package, I think it's around $85-90 right now. And it includes all of my books, plus you get an hour phone consultation included, okay? But first you have to read the book before you call, because I want you to get kind of all the questions out of the way. And if you have any questions or thoughts or like what's going on, etc., then that would be much better after you read the book. A lot of the things that I talk about on here, it's hard to teach through a video, but in person I can coach you and get you to see how to do it and understand how to do it, etc., etc. So it's much better in person. There's things I just can't do through a video. It's just not going to happen. I have to physically grab you and move you and show you different things. Okay, today we are going to talk about the ping pong. Okay, let me tell you what stimulated this video. I'm watching another video. I just happened to go on YouTube and the video popped up, and it says how to make a woman sexually obsessed over you without chasing her. Again, it's one of those things, they tell you what to do, but they don't tell you how to do it. In fact, this guy's video, and this is a completely separate guy I just found tonight. He's got a kind of a British accent, nice guy, sounds good, but it's like, okay, so how do I do that? And that's one thing a lot of these videos do. They tell you what to do, but they don't tell you how to do it. It sounds great, but you're kind of walking away going, oh, what do I do? Or how do I do it? In my one-on-one coaching or my Crack the Female Code course, I will show you specifically in detail how to do all of this stuff. Alright, so in this video, we're going to talk about what stimulates a woman's mind. So let me point something out first. So this is from the manual. This is one of the charts in my manual, my Crack the Female Code manual that you'll receive when you take the course. A woman on the right needs to connect mentally first. So for her, number one's at the top. For you, number one is at your groin. Men like to connect sexually first, but that does not work for her. So the first step is mentally, then emotionally, and then she'll have sex with you. If you do it in this pattern, she'll happily give you sex. The problem is most men, they go to sex first, and that, believe it or not, but that turns a woman off. Think of it as like, instead of starting the car, putting the key in the ignition, you get out of the car, you go to the back of the car, and you put it in the muffler, and everyone's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Like, oh, I'm trying to start my car. It's like, dude, that's not the way you do it. Okay, so the reason why I pointed that out is because the first thing you have to do is you have to, what women call, mentally stimulate them. Her forehead is connected to her clitoris. Her heart is connected to her vagina. So first you got to connect mentally through mentally stimulating not only conversation, but ways of doing things. And that's what this video is going to be about, okay? So think of her forehead like a lockbox. It's like a box, right? So when you fill it up with enough mentally stimulating communication, playfulness, experiences, and things to do, that lockbox, once it gets full, it pops open, and then she drops down into her heart, and then she opens up emotionally. Now the problem is men don't know how to do this. They're like, well, what do I do now? Well, you have to give her what's called emotionally fulfilling communication. That's what I teach you in the course. Now I'm going to teach you both how to be mentally stimulating and emotionally fulfilling, okay? So you have to do both. So today's kind of I'm going to give you some tips and some intro and try to get you to understand it as best I can. But again, it's going to be, you have to put the pieces together. You're going to really learn it and master it and get really good at it in the course. So what does it mean to be mentally stimulating? See, if you're not mentally stimulating, she's going to get bored and walk away. She's just going to look at you like, okay. So in the last video, I talked about when you walk up to a woman and you compliment her, say, oh, you're pretty. I introduced a pattern that I will show to you step by step in the course and teach to you. There's some pieces around that you have to connect, but there's a basic pattern of when you approach a woman, like you can't just say, oh, you're pretty, I like you. She's going to look at you like, what? When you say it in the patterned way, her right brain goes, oh, okay, and it actually will make her really happy. So let me give you the idea of what it means to be mentally stimulating, and I'm going to explain why this is really important. Another name for this is the cat and mouse game, and it really is and should be, it's what I call in my course the cat and mouse game, because there's this game that women love. They absolutely love it. You know how tennis players, like, have you ever played tennis? When I was a kid, we were required to play tennis in PE for 2 years. When I think it was like 5th and 6th grade or something like that. We actually went down to the high school and we played at the court down there. Now it's addicting. And so is ping pong. Ping pong is the same kind of thing. Like ping pong. It's like you get hooked. Like when we were kids, we had 2 ping pong tables in our basement. Now back in the Midwest, a basement is usually a playroom. Sometimes it's a bedroom, but it's wall-to-wall carpet. Usually you got a refrigerator down there and a stereo, and it's just usually a fun place to be. Lots of really good restaurants here. Very, very wealthy little city. So here's why women like what I call the cat and mouse game. I'm going to give you 2 examples. The first scientific answer is because women have more nerves that connect the left brain to the right brain. This is called, sorry, did I say more nerves, plural. It's called the corpus callosum. It's a bundle of nerves that goes in between the left brain and the right brain. Women are born with more nerve connections. We'll just call it that. We say neuro, it sounds scientific. So this means a woman can go left brain, left, right. Men are not born with as many neurological connections. And because of that, well, we got to meditate for a while. We got to do deep breathing exercises. We got to stretch or do the internal awareness techniques that I teach in my course to open you up to your right brain. So it takes a while. And women are just like, I don't understand. Like, why don't men do this? Okay. All right. So I had a client over, and my goddaughter, I think she was 19. It was her first year in college. And I like to have a girl there because a lot of guys don't believe me, but man, do they blindly believe women, even if it's a teenage girl. So I was talking about this, and this client looked at my goddaughter, was like, is he telling the truth? And she looked at him like it was kind of shocked. She was like, well, yeah. Like, why would you say that? And she goes, look, a lot of guys are really boring. She said, the thing that I don't understand is I can tell that they're looking at my body. I can tell that they want sex. But I don't understand why they don't do this for us, because this is what we need to have sex. Now the clients looked, now he was a very wealthy man, and he admitted, he goes, it really drove me because I didn't get the girls in high school and I wanted to be able to get the girls, so I figured I'm going to make a lot of money. But the problem was he went through his second divorce and lost his second $5 million home. He was about 50 years old, and he was just like dumbfounded. He goes, I don't get it. And he literally said, he goes, I bought her a Ferrari. I bought her a bigger diamond ring. I bought her a bigger house. I bought her the home of her dreams, a $5 million home. He goes, I did everything except what she needs to get turned on. And this dumbfounds women. They're like, I don't understand. Like, why won't men do this? So in the Why Men Just Don't Get It course for women, I teach them, I was like, they don't know what this is. They don't even know that this exists. Their brain can't pick up on it. And women are like, but we talk about it all the time. I go, yeah, but you're speaking in a foreign language that the left brain can't process, let alone pick up on. So here's the ping pong. Because she has more nerves that connect the left side to the right side, women can go left, right, okay? Men can't do this, and because of that, it's like my goddaughter said, like, I don't understand. I could tell he wants sex, but why won't he do this? Because to women, it's like, well, of course this is what you do. Whereas men think, well, you pay for dinner, and women, like, they'll go to dinner with you because they're waiting for this experience to happen, and you never do it. So the ping pong is left, right, left, right, left, right. If you can communicate in a way that makes her brain go logic and then deeper, more mentally stimulating, emotionally processing left, right, left, right. If she goes, let me think about that, then goes, oh, and it's kind of a sensation. When she goes left, right, that literally triggers her mating system, and it literally makes her horny. All right, so here's the thing. You guys think, well, I'm going to buy her some flowers. I'm going to pay $100 for like a dozen long stem roses. I'm going to wear an expensive suit or an expensive dress shirt, dress shoes. I'm going to wax my car, polish my rims, get chrome rims. I'm going to pay for an expensive dinner. I'm going to spend money on her. None of that makes her brain go left, right, left, right, left, right. In fact, what it does, it sticks her in her left brain, and she's just bored. She's looking at you like, this is boring as fuck. It does not trigger her mating system. Now I'm going to kind of give you a cheat code, a little bit of a cheat thing. It's real simple, and then I'm going to get into the cat and mouse. So here's essentially what it is. The right brain is the playful brain. It literally is the child brain. It's when you play. It's when you have fun. Okay, this is why women laugh a lot, and women. How do I do this? Okay, sarcasm is a big thing for the right brain. It's when you say A, but you don't mean A, you mean something else B. Now I do sarcasm all the time. And now you can do it in a negative way, but sarcasm for most people is meant to be playful and funny. It's meant to make you laugh. It's not meant to hurt anyone. So I'm going to use one word to kind of give you an idea what I mean. Just be goofy, be playful, be silly, say stupid shit. But Mike, that is not logical. That is not logical. I am Robotron. Must be serious. Must be focused. See, what makes a relationship last and makes things enjoyable and happy is someone who can be goofy and playful and see the funny side of life. If you're Mr. Serious all the time, let me tell you something, that is a fucking turn off. Alright, let's get to the cat and mouse game, okay? In real life, I know I shared this story a couple times recently, but I'm sharing it again. When I was a little kid, 4 years old, my best friend across the street, Johnny, came across to my house. I think it was a weekend, but whatever. It was about 4 p.m. I guess. But I think it was just before dinner, if I remember right. And he just stared at me. It's kind of a weird thing. And I'm like looking at him like, yeah. And he just kind of turned around and walked back home. And for some reason, I followed him. It was the weirdest thing in the world. I didn't even know what we were doing. So we walked up his driveway, and to the right side was the swinging gate by the side of the garage. So we walked into the side, past the garbage cans, past the regular garage door to walk in, and then we went around to the back to where the porch was and where the picnic table was, okay, and the barbecue. It was basically the back side of the house. So we walked back the side of the house to the back of the house, and his dad was there, and he goes, shh, don't move. And I looked at him, and he's looking down like, oh, their kitty was there, and the little kid's like, oh, kitty. And he goes, shh, be quiet. So I noticed the cat was really focused somewhere, and then I looked where the cat was looking, and there was a cute little mouse. I was like, oh, so cute, little mouse. And all of a sudden the mouse kind of like took a couple steps, and boom, listen closely, the split second that mouse moved, the cat pounced on it. So the cat bit into it, the mouse screamed, it dug its claws into it, and a little blood spurted out, and then the cat let it go. And it just stared at it, and the mouse tried to run again, and the cat pounced on it. And here's the thing, the cat got really excited. Keyword or phrase, really excited. Now, the cat then took a couple steps away, figuring it might have been dead, but it stopped and it kind of looked back at the mouse, and I'm thinking, oh, don't move, because at this point I figured out that every time the mouse moves, the cat gets excited and freaking digs into it. And I'm looking at the mouse like, don't move. Oh, the fucking mouse tried to walk, and the cat, boom, pounced on it, ripped into it. But this time when it dug its teeth in it, it yanked its head back and forth. And I thought, oh, that thing's fucking dead. And the cat looked at it, kind of patted it, and it started to walk away. And then the mouse flipped its tail. I'm like, oh, no. And the cat kind of looked at it real quick. And then it stepped over to it, patted it one more time, it did move, and it trotted off. That's how fast It gets bored. Keep relying on paying for shit, paying for dinners, paying for cars, paying for shit. That is going to bore the living. Here's the deal. It does not stimulate her mating system at all. In the course, I teach you a body language thing. It's a way to use your body that will get her to chase you. There's another more powerful thing that I teach, and it has to do with the internal awareness. The ultimate cat and mouse game is the internal awareness technique, but you have to learn, really learn how to do it. There's 3 core pieces. This is one of the main core pieces because the other 2 pieces do not work if you don't get this down. Now here's the deal. So I'm listening to this sob story video saying, well, if you think for paying for dinner and being Mr. Safe Guy and always being nice and never saying no is going to work, it's not. If you want to get a woman obsessed over you, you can't be available. All of this, here's the deal. Okay, let's talk about that. The dating coaches, the pickup artist coaches will tell you like, hey, if you get a girl's number, don't call her for 3 days because otherwise she's going to be, oh, he's easy. No, I'm telling you, what it really is the internal awareness. I don't care if you wait 3 days. If you're external, using the external system, she will hear it in your voice. She'll hear it over the phone. She'll pick up on it. There's certain words that the left brain uses. If you're texting or emailing her, she'll pick up on it. The left brain is the following brain. You see, okay, it's right here. This is it. If you are in your left brain, you are telling the whole world, I'm a follower. I'm Mr. Logical. The logical brain is the external brain. It's looking outside of itself for what am I supposed to believe? What does the class teach me? What are the teachers teaching me? What are the rules? And tell me what to believe, what to follow. The right brain is the creative brain. It's the internal brain. It literally is when you think for yourself. There's a video with Adam saying, he goes, it's the weirdest thing in the world. He goes, we went to this restaurant. All the girls ignored me. I was in my $5,000 business suit. Adam was in perfect shape, by the way. And me, I'm starting to get a belly. My hair's starting to thin. My teeth are kind of fucked up. I'm not in perfect shape anymore. And he's like, it was the weirdest thing. Mike didn't even try to get their attention. He goes, all 4 of the hostesses, literally, you know what they did? When he walked in, they turned their back on him immediately. Because he walked in like, look at me. And it scared them. And they turned around. And then one of them kind of peeked around the corner of the table or the whatever thing. And she pointed at me. She goes, sir, can I help you? I'm like, yeah, table for 2, please. And he looked at me like, what the fuck? And he looked back at the girl. And she goes, what's your name, please, sir? And I go, my name's Mike. She goes, okay, we'll get your table right away. Now, here's the deal. There was about 15 people waiting in the waiting room. They came up a minute later and said, sir, we have a table for you. And all the people in the room were like, what the fuck? I was wearing jeans. I was wearing tennis shoes. I was not dressed up. By the way, I'm going to upload some videos with Adam. This is one of the things I'm going to start putting together. I've got a lot of videos I've already made them upload, but I'm going to get Adam in there eventually. I'm going to try to find that video. I haven't found the video where he talks about this. So the other thing is we went to the far right. Now this was a big restaurant, okay? As we went and turned to the right, there was a waitress to the far left. Oh God, that had to have been 30, 40, probably 40 yards away. And we were going to the far right. And when we got sat down at the table, there's like this mini wall because there was a second level to the right of the wall. So there was this wall that was up and you couldn't see us from the other side of the room. So that waitress came all the way over. And she goes, and she looks at me. She goes, "Sir, can I help you?" I'm like, and I'm looking at her. I'm like, "Are you a waitress?" She goes, "No, why?" I'm like, "Well, we already have a waitress." And she goes, "Oh, well, do you want some water or something?" I'm like, "Well, why'd you come over?" "Oh, just wanted to help you." So I was like, "Yeah, we'll get some water." Adam tells the story better. I hope to God I can find that video. So Adam was just like, what the fuck? He was pissed off. He goes, I don't get it. I'm in better shape. I make more money. I've got an expensive suit on. I look better, blah, 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 blah. And he was pissed. But then later on, like his brain was just like going, what the hell's, like, what is this? Women can see it, hear it, and feel it when you're in your right brain. Like your voice, the way you move, your eyes dilate, your muscles soften, you're relaxed. You literally shift. So I was at my friend Johnny's house, and we walked by the garage to the back, and the picnic table and the barbecue, and the father and the cat was right there, and the mouse started to move, and the cat went after it. What does that just sound like that I just said? Now I taught Adam the cat and mouse game at this point, and he didn't believe in it. And so he goes, I don't understand. Like, what is this? I go, well, when you walked in, you stared at the girls and you puffed your chest out and you were Mr. Logical and you tightened up your body and your forehead and you looked all Mr. Serious. And I go, what did they do when you walked in the restaurant? He goes, all four of them turned their back on me, and it was really fast and abrupt, and it was obvious that I scared them. I go, exactly. I go, when they went to seat us, what did you do? He goes, well, I noticed that hot waitress, and I looked all the way over at her, and I focused on her. I go, yeah, you laser beamed her. I go, when she came over to the table, I go, what did I do? He goes, you didn't even look at her. You just followed the hostess to our table. You literally looked to the right. I go, and who did she come up to? And he goes, well, even though we were sitting at the same table, she acted like I literally wasn't there, like I didn't exist. She didn't even look at me. See, when you look at a woman, especially you focus on her, that's you being another cat chasing another cat. That's not going to interest her. She's looking for mice. She wants the chase. Now, a lot of men go, oh, God, this is going to be exhausting. So I got to marry a woman. I got to do this all the time. Now, here's what you really got to do. You have to be you. You have to really be yourself. Now, I made a video just before this one about being yourself. Now, there's more to it, but here's what it means. When you want to go to dinner, you go to dinner. When you want to go to sleep, you go to sleep. When you want to have sex, you have sex. You just become the caveman. You don't try to please her. You don't ask her for permission. When you want to go to the store, you just get up and go. You don't say, honey, can I go to the store? Well, dude, you were captured. See, here's the deal. The minute the mouse is captured, the minute the mouse stops, the game's over. So of course she's going to go after other men, married men, men that are hard to get, because there's a chase. Women love the fucking chase. The ultimate chase, I'm just going to leave it here, is internal awareness. When you can ground yourself and be internal, that is what she's going to chase. Because what she's trying to do, here's what the chase really is. She's trying to get your awareness to come out of your body, come up through your head, into your forehead and out of your forehead, and then to focus on her. See, this is why women will look at, what they're doing. They're doing internal awareness. They're trying to draw you inside them. See, when you do internal awareness and it just stays there, it pulls her into you, and bam, now you caught her. Now she's going to chase you forever. But not everyone's John Wick. This is the John Wick course of dating, relationships, and pickup. So, the reason why women will get those push-up bras and low-cut shirts or dresses, and they got their cleavage kind of pushed together, and they got red lipstick on, they got eyeliner, and they got their high heels on, pushing their butt up, and they got these tight dresses or whatever to show off their ass, and they're going to look at you, and they're looking you in the eye. And they're trying to... Now, here's what they're doing. Now, watch this. It's diabolical. It's not actually evil or nothing like that, but it is... So what they do is they drop their awareness down to their titties or their ass or sometimes their vagina, and they're trying to see... Now, you got to understand what I mean by this. They're looking at you. Their eyes are facing you. Their face is facing you, but their awareness goes down to their nipples, let's say, as they're looking at you. If they can get you to follow and you drop your eyes and you look at your tits... game is over. They got your awareness to come out of your forehead and onto their body. And if you do this, you lose, and she'll lose all interest in you. Kind of interesting, huh? Yeah, but if you get a girl's number, you got to wait 3 days before you're allowed to call her. Because you got to play hard to get. That's such a crock of shit. Now, a lot of women will say, that stuff doesn't really matter. It's the energy behind it. Well, if you're not a right brain being, you're going to go, oh, okay, the energy behind it. Okay, some more of this airy-fairy bullshit. It literally means your awareness. if you're connected to you, if you're internal, if your awareness is inside, they're going to feel that, they're going to see it, they're going to notice it, and it's going to drive them crazy. It's like the mouse the cat can't catch. If the cat can't catch the mouse, it's going to keep chasing it. And on top of this, I'm going to teach you different things to do with your body language and your communication and these little fun little verbal games such as sarcasm. You say A but you mean B, etc., etc. When you learn how to do this stuff, all of a sudden, dude, she's going fucking nuts. And here's the really cool thing. You can do it for the rest of your life. And the more you do it, the better you get, the more it drives her fucking crazy. And that's going to be a happy woman. Those Buddhist monks knew what they were talking about. What? Let me tell you, see right there, I was actually doing the cat and mouse game. It's kind of playful. I'm not going to, the mentally stimulating part, I should say. So here's the deal. Okay, in my last channel, I kind of screwed up on it because it was for men only, but then I shifted over to a totally different subject. I should have started another channel, but regardless, I've started this channel. This is only for men. That's it. I'm not changing it. So here's the deal. If a woman listens to my videos, they click subscribe because they okay, you may not realize it, but throughout the entire video, I was doing the cat and mouse game. I was doing the mentally stimulating stuff. I was doing all, but you're like, what are you talking about? I didn't notice anything because your brain's not wired for it. I have to show it to you and then go out in public and do it. And then you're like, holy shit, this shit works. I'm like, yeah. So what I was going to say is I got more female subscribers to my men's dating and relationship coaching YouTube channel than men. And I started, and some of the women would buy the book Crack the Female Code and tell their husbands to read it. Okay. And some of them would contact me and ask me questions, or they want to do the Why Men Just Don't Get It course for women, and they would, I would ask them like, so why are you subscribed to my channel? Like, well, the way you talk, I love the way you talk, and it's mentally stimulating, and blah 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 blah. So what I'm saying is, there's things I'm doing on my videos that go right over your head. When you take the course, I promise you, you're gonna look back at my videos going, holy shit, he was doing this in every freaking video. You ever heard the phrase, the proof is in the pudding? That's the great thing about this course. The more you learn, the more you see, the more you realize everything begins to prove itself. You start to get results. You start to see results. You start noticing how women respond and how women start to interact, etc., etc. Like, it reveals itself. Alright, so go to my website, crackthefemalecode.com, and buy my book, Crack the Female Code, right now. Read it now. We have a training coming up next month. Okay, right now it's August 8th, so we're going to give you about 4 weeks to prepare for that. I'm out here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and we're going to do it out here. If you have a group of guys, I will fly out to another city here in the United States or Canada or wherever if you want to do a training. And remember, be yourself. If you watched the last video, that's kind of a joke. Alright, call me and sign up now. Do you ever wonder why, as a fan, some women absolutely love tennis, even if they've never played it a day in their life and they don't even know the rules? Yep, it's the left, right, the ping pong, ping pong. I'm serious, it's like going left brain, right brain, left brain, right brain. It literally triggers them and excites them. There's a reason why, and again, as fans, maybe not as players, because players have a different experience because it's exciting. There's a lot of shifting and changing. But as a fan, women love these type of sports. Alright, click that subscribe button, click the like button, go ahead and make a comment, and as always, you can go ahead and make a donation. There's a PayPal link right there in the description box. And remember, buy one of my dating relationship books, and that's another way to help this channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.